you know, whoever has a stake, you know, in the community where this, can is located, that we will provide you with the liners, we will provide you with the bags, and you, swap out so that it doesn't overflow, it doesn't become unsightly, and then as our, collection trucks drive by, they're able to just grab the bags, and it's well maintained, it's not something that, you know, so, there's no formula per se, but we do a feasibility study before we put a litter basket there. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
All right, good day. Mark Burton, I'll say thank you for putting this together. DOT. You guys do a fantastic job on the western part of our community, in the Crown Heights area. But this section is being neglected. We have a major problem with Eastern Parkway, Buffalo, and Rochester. That this was a 2017 Vision Zero plan to make that safe, and it still has not been completed as of yet. Do we have a date when we're gonna get those intersections cleared up and safe for the pedestrians in our community?
As of right now, we do not have a date. I have to say, because of the pandemic, all studies were put on hold at one point. And to do the comprehensive, change to that intersection over there that needs to be done, it takes several different studies. I did make a phone call today because of the council member to find out where it's moving forward. We only have one more study to complete, and that's the lighting study. And once that's completed, I will say before the end of the year, but I can't say when before the end of the year at this point.
It'll be done by the end of this year?
We're gonna start working on it definitely this year.
Okay, I mean, I don't understand what the study is, because this was part of the 2017 plan that was already in place. I mean, what other studies needed to get this intersection safe?
Well, right now, all the studies are done except for the one study that has not been done is the lighting study. And that's going to be completed within the next month. And once that's completed, then we can put together the contract to have the work done. And then it has to go through a procurement process with the city, with the contractor, and then the work will begin.
No, the mayor has said Vision Zero for the pedestrian safety is priority number one. 77 precinct is here, they'll let you know that this is a major problem.
I agree with you.
I mean, all right, so you have no date as of yet.
Right, we do not have a date as of today, we do not have a date, a
How can we
specific
get a
date.
follow-up and get it,
I'm gonna be following up with the council.
I bother Leroy a lot.
Yes, he does, don't worry about it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna follow up with him.
this has been going on for years.
Mhm.
And almost every week there's an accident or somebody's gotta run across that street for safety. And you guys are fully aware of it.
Yes.
Are you looking to also put in a crosswalk in between Lincoln Park, the tennis court, and,
That I don't know, I have no idea if they're looking to do that.
that wasn't, I mean, that's.
I don't know, that's what I'm saying, I don't know personally about that specific project.
Can we get that also?
Yes,
to-
yes, I will
I mean,
definitely
because the
do.
community's been asking that for years. I mean, and now you guys are looking to put a protected bike lane there before addressing the other concerns of the community. And that's a major concern for us.
I agree with you, and let me say this, the councilman's not gonna let me slide on this one. So he's been calling my office, he's been talking to the commissioner, and we're definitely gonna get something done.
Okay?
Yes.
Follow up on that?
Well, yeah, I mean, one of my largest roles as a council member is oversight over agencies. So, that's something I'm always pressing. Leroy, street safety is a large priority, especially in this community. I think there were more car deaths this year than shooting deaths in New York City as a whole, which is definitely a priority of mine to fix our streets and make them safer.
I want to thank you guys for changing the LED lights in Lincoln Park. There's a couple of lights that's still out that needs to be addressed. There's 3 of them along the tennis courts that needs to be replaced. We can identify that for you, and if you guys can get that replaced.
Okay.
Thank you very much on that. And the young lady was talking about Utica Avenue. Utica Avenue was brought up years ago with DOT, making it safe. And no one ever came back again to the community to address the safety on that Utica Avenue. I mean, as she said, it's been going on for years. I mean, you guys talked about this 5 years ago and never came back. Do we have a date when you're gonna come back on this?
No, because at this present moment, I don't know, which division is working on that specifically. And I just, before you came in, we were just talking about Utica Avenue. And that's one of the intersections, one of the locations that I'm gonna follow up with the council member.
And Leroy, just a question, is maybe the delay in having a date for many of these studies and solutions, is there understaffing at DOT? I mean, obviously, we know that the pandemic delayed, a lot in terms of moving forward in progress for safer streets, but is there not enough staff on DOT to
No,
be
right now, we're good, we're fully staffed in terms, we're actually full speed ahead. The problem was the pandemic backed us up so much on the studies. Now, the other thing I need everybody to understand when you talk about a study, because of the pandemic, there weren't as many people out on the street as there were before. So what happens is, if we go out and do a study, when there's no one out there, it's going to fail. So for instance, if you want a stop sign, if you want a traffic light, and there's not that many people crossing the street, then it's just going to fail. So what we try to do is wait till when the most people are out there, so the chance of it passing is greater than if nobody was out there. But I think what the gentleman is talking about, I don't know your name, sir. Mark. He's talking about the long process that is taking to deal with, particularly you're speaking on Utica Avenue. So that's what I'm saying. When I go back tomorrow, we're going to find out who's working on it, find out where it is, and then I will report back to.
So we'll have an update tomorrow.
Okay?
All right, so an update Friday?
Tomorrow.
Okay, I'll accept Friday. Rogers Avenue. We had a couple of deaths on Rogers Avenue in between Eastern Parkway and Atlantic Avenue. You know, there's one speed camera there, but there's another one needed on that. Could you analyze that and take a look at that? We have a school right over there. Problem is, the speed camera is after the school block on Prospect, and it's after that. And there's a problem with Prospect Avenue from Eastern Parkway going north and up to Prospect, where we have the kids at. Could you analyze that?
We could. Let me explain how cameras work. Cameras are done by the state. The state issues X amount of cameras, and I'm just using these numbers, okay? The state tells DOT you can put up 10 cameras. That's it. Once those 10 cameras go up, we can't put another camera up.
And this is something we're pushing to change.
Right,
Because it's
right.
ridiculous that the state.
Right, it's done by the state, not the city. So I don't know, we could do a study, and it may show that it could use a camera. But if all the cameras are up that they gave us, there's no way there's gonna be another camera put there. Now, what we can do is we have a mobile unit that goes around and does similar to what a camera is, it's just on top of a truck. We can have that mobile unit go there for a 2-week period to see what the issue is and catch people who are speeding or doing whatever. So what I would suggest you do, give that list of the locations to the council member's office. He will give it to me, and we will follow up with the mobile unit if we cannot put a camera there because all of the cameras have been given out.
All right, I understand, but, you know, my concern is DOT is fully aware of these situations and haven't followed through with it, but we will give you that information. Alternate street side parking, that would be sanitation. You know, as people were talking about problem with rats, you know, on my block, nobody moves their car when they're supposed to move it on that Thursday and Friday. I mean, the sweeping truck comes through, but he can't do anything because everybody's got their car parked.
Correct,
Is any enforcement being done?
absolutely.
I don't see it
With
though.
us, but also with NYPD traffic as well.
Okay, I mean, I don't see it.
Well, we can help you see it. What's your block?
Okay, that's the problem I have. Why should we call if there's a block?